Hey YouTube, I'm here for a Season 8, Episode 2 review of Game of Thrones. I'm just gonna get right into it. The episode starts off with Jaime in front of Daenerys. Daenerys basically saying how she grew up with stories of how he's the Kingslayer, how he stabbed her father in the back. Jaime basically says, I'm not gonna apologize for any of the shit I did. Like, we were at war. What happens at war stays at war. I'm here to fight for y'all because the dead is coming. Really, the thing that was revealed in the beginning is Cersei ain't shit. Cersei lied. Cersei is not sending any troops, and now she's armed with Euron Greyjoy's, his boats. And if the dead do kill all you guys, she's got more than enough people to fight them off. Daenerys is mad as fuck, and she's really mad at Tyrion because she really trusted Tyrion. Tyrion trusted Cersei. Jaime trusted Cersei, and nobody has any reason to. People keep trusting her. Why? I don't know. Sansa also wants no parts of Jaime getting any type of sympathy because Jaime fought her dad in the streets, and Sansa remembered that shit. Jaime gives a little look back to Brienne because Brienne is gonna stand up and defend him. Now, mind you, that fight with Ned and Jaime was basically the only time Jaime was kind of bested. To where he was like, oh shit, okay, I'm finally fighting against somebody good. Ned Stark was the only person who ever gave him that feeling, and that guy stabbed Ned Stark in the leg, and then Jaime busted that dude because he was mad. He really wanted a fair fight. Jaime was all about fair fights, even though he was also the Kingslayer and fucking his sister. Unfortunately. So Sansa says fuck him, and Brienne stands up for him, but Brienne is super loyal, so Sansa is like, alright, so my bitch said you good, so we good. Daenerys is not really here for the situation. Jon is like, alright, but Jon is sitting here with the thought like, how am I gonna tell this evil white-haired chick that I'm in love with that I'm actually her cousin and rightfully the heir to the throne? She gonna try to kill me, possibly. I don't even know if he's thinking that, but it's a possibility. Sansa walks off. Jon follows behind. Jon is really nervous around Daenerys now, and Daenerys' face almost falls to the ground. She looked real shocked. And I see her brewing. It seems like there's a lot of situations where she's looking around to see that everybody has loyalty to someone that's not her. She has no one with loyalty to her at all. She's going to become the Mad Queen. We see the only people who possibly did have loyalty to her are Missandei and Grey Worm, and we'll get to them later in this video. Arya is asking Genry. I keep wanting to call him Genry, and I wrote it down, and I feel like his name is not Genry. The fuck? Is that his name? My eyebrows look uneven. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. My eyebrows, whatever. Anyways, I don't even know if his name is Genry. I said I was gonna look that shit up before I started making this video, but Arya is asking him what it was like fighting the dead. How do they move? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? Like, tell me. Come on, give me some details. He basically is acting like she's asking to be curious. You know how girls always want to get the stories and everything. Arya is not playing, And little by little, she's showing everybody, like, listen, y'all haven't seen me for a while, but let me just give you a taste. Let me just give you the slightest taste of some shit I know, okay? So, god damn, my shit has 0%. Bitch. Well, anyways, by the next video, I'll have Robert Baratheon's bastard son's name down. If it's January, that would be great. Anyways, Arya takes 3 dragon glass pieces and throws them like bing, bing, bing right into one spot. You know, while she talking, being all slick with it, like, I bung need bung my bung shit. Okay? She's really just like, make my weapon. Have it ready. Because the dead are coming and I'm going to be protecting you. Let's be real. Jaime walks up on Bran and he just says, I'm sorry for what I did to you. You know, Bran is all knowing and he just says, you were meant to push me out the window. If you didn't do it, I wouldn't be who I am and you wouldn't be who you are. And, you know, he says he's not even Bran anymore. So Bran's good. Bran forgives you. I'm not even Bran. Bran doesn't exist. And yeah. Jaime is surprised that nobody knows that he pushed Bran out the window. He says, why didn't you tell anyone? And Bran says, you wouldn't be very much help if everyone killed you. Jaime says, well, what about afterwards? And Bran's like, how do you know there will be an afterwards? Jaime and Tyrion are together, and Tyrion is saying that Daenerys is different from her father. Jaime is a little skeptical because I feel like to be honest with you, Jaime knows the Mad King better than anyone. And I think that she's definitely not going to be any different. I think that we're going to see Daenerys fuck some shit up. I hope that people who are heavy into the books don't ruin the shit. I mean, over the years, I definitely could have found out, could have picked up a book, but I didn't. Okay? Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Jaime brings up an obvious point that Daenerys doesn't necessarily trust him too much because of how she talked about the fact that he made her believe that Cersei was to be trusted and that because that was his sister, that he could trust her as well. I mean, Cersei is a tricky one. She's a trickster. We come upon Podrick becoming a real swordsman out here, you know, thanks to Brienne. Jaime goes to her and basically she says that he hasn't insulted her in a long time. They've had the longest conversation where she hasn't insulted. Brienne gets real awkward because they've had their longest conversation without him insulting her. And she's like, what's good? Like, what's going on? Like, what? Why? Why are you doing this? Why are you acting weird? Like, I know I want to fuck you, but now you want to fuck me? Like, what's going on? We can't both be acting weird. Like, you gotta be yourself. But now that Jaime wants some of that, you know, tall drink of water, poom, now too, he's low. He don't know how to act. And he's never wanted any woman that's not related to him. So Jaime asks if he can serve under her during this time of war. And she walks off like, stop playing with my emotions. I'm going to think about it. You know, she just walks away. Sansa and Daenerys are finally alone. Sansa is saying how Daenerys says that they seem to be at odds. They were kind of agreeing on the point about Jaime until Brienne stepped forth. Sansa says how she trusts Brienne. She's incredibly loyal. And Daenerys states that she wishes she had people who were that she could trust as much on her team. And I feel like that's going to be a problem because she doesn't trust anyone. It's obvious that they both love Jon. Sansa says that she feels like men are easily manipulated when they're in love. Daenerys says that she feels like Jon was the one who manipulated her by them even being in the North, because her whole mission in life since birth had been to take the Seven Kingdoms for herself. So she felt like, what does it say about the fact that she's actually there? Which I don't see how. I feel like this is foreshadowing Daenerys. She is there for Jon. She has swayed from her goals to be there. She done brought her dragons all the way the fuck up there, and now she's fighting to save this man who is about to take her throne that she has lived for, that she's done everything for, that she has taken fucking cities for, that she has freed slaves for, that she has fucking came out of the fire for. Daenerys is gonna be a problem. Theon shows up at Winterfell and he wants to fight for Sansa if she will have him. Sansa tearfully runs into Theon's arms and they have a little moment. Once again, Daenerys is standing, watching love happen around her that she is not a part of. Tormund, my redheaded boo, and the gang return. Tormund, that redheaded fucking big hairy ball of fucking they have until basically before the sun comes up, before the dead run up into Winterfell. And there's going to be a problem. Like, everybody's got to get armed. Tormund is worried about, where's the big woman? And I'm saying, she right here. What up? They have to strategize. And it's like crazy because finally everyone is sitting around one round table. One little war, pre-war, let's get our cards on the tables type shit. But they're all against the dead. So everybody's telling what they gotta do. Bran is saying, yo, the Night King is gonna come for me. Here's why. I'll be by the tree. Post it up. So, Bran's not scared of shit. Bran doesn't give a fuck. If his fucking stomach gets ripped open, Bran will be chilling there like, I hope you enjoy it. Joke's on you. I made my blood poison by the thought. Why? You know how Bran would be able to, like, how he used to be able to go into the wolf and how he could, like, taste what the wolf was tasting and stuff, his wolf. But he did that with the bird or a hawk or something. So maybe that's what's gonna happen. Like, Bran is gonna go into Bran's gonna be able to, what the fuck? I don't know, transpose. He's gonna transpose. He's gonna telepathically control the dragon that's being controlled by the White Walkers. That is gonna be the only fire that can kill the White Walkers. If I'm wrong, please don't tell me. If I'm right, please don't tell me either. I don't want to ruin shit. Just let me just have that. Okay, just let me have that. Let me be surprised when I watch it. That's what I like. I don't ask nobody what's gonna happen. I don't want to know. Excuse me. Can you see? Are y'all seeing my fat ass thighs this whole time? Because my hands were down, but then they're up. And hey, body positive. It's 2019, and I feel like most people have seen a fat bitch. I mean, some of you haven't wanted to. But you know what a fat bitch thighs look like. This ain't showing you nothing. I shouldn't give a fuck. Let me not give All right. Masande is trying to be nice to these little girls and they run away. Now, is that because she a stranger or were y'all trying to be racist back in the day? So them little girls run away because Masande coming through with the popping curls. They don't understand how her crown could be just chilling right there. Grey Worm comes through like, Masande, I got you, boo. We gonna run away together. We gonna be good. And there, that was my point. That Daenerys is alone. At some point, Masande is gonna act like she's telling Daenerys something so special, something that she loves. She's gonna tell of her plan to run away with Grey Worm, and Daenerys is gonna break a little more. I feel like these shits is uneven. Wait, hold on. Grey Worm is making plans for what they're gonna do after the war, after it's won, and saying how Daenerys is not gonna need him up here in the north, and you know, Missandei is saying how she wants to be near the beaches again. How the fuck does Grey Worm think that he's about to leave? Oh, because Daenerys has constantly given them, she basically brought them in with the idea that you're free. You're free, you fight with me because you want to fight with me, not because you have to. But bitch, now y'all done brought them up north. When you from down south, you ain't about to just be staying in the cold. Now you want us to fight and stay up here? You want to rule the 7 kingdoms? They got to be brought up to where it's a little springtime. It seems like King's Landing always got a nice little temperature. Like, I could fucks with a King's Landing. It feel like it's giving me like a North Carolina feel. Am I right? It's giving me like a Virginia beach. Jon gives Sam the go-ahead that he can go and protect Gilly and little Sam in the crib. And Sam's like, I don't remember if y'all fucking heard, but I'm the only one who's killed a White Walker, bitch. I ran up in the Citadel and I stole some books that have helped y'all, bitch. Okay, so stop trying to shit on me like that. Sam is not here for it. Tyrion and Jaime are having a drink next to the fire, and they are talking about if only Tywin could see this. Basically, the comedy in the fact that they're both about to die for Winterfell. Brienne and Pod come through, and Brienne says that he can only have half a cup of wine, and Tyrion pours a cup for him, because you know Brienne is really trying to train him. Brienne is about tradition. I feel like she respects the fact that she can't be a knight, but she just wants to serve. So I feel like that's why she was kind of acting like she didn't want to be a knight when they were saying, you know, that she should be knighted, that she deserves to be. Tyrion is talking about all the battles that they've won and lost. The battles where they were actually fighting on opposite sides with, oh my God, Sir Davos on the Battle of Blackwater. Tormund comes up. Tormund's got this story that had me like, so when Tormund was 10, he killed a giant. And after that, he hopped in the bed with the giant's wife. The giant's wife suckled him at her big old giant teeth for 3 months. And that's why he's so big and strong. This man proceeds to guzzle, was it giant's milk from the tusk of a mammoth? Where did he get this giant's milk? Is it like fermented giant's milk? I know that people get drunk off of like fermented milk, I believe, in like some like indigenous tribes. So I can see, but where are you? Where are the giant women? Like, when's the last time there have been giant women available that, what is Tormund drinking? That's what I want to know. What the fuck was Tormund drinking, okay? Because it couldn't have been giant breast milk. Where the fuck are the giant women with the big, that had a baby that's that's milking for the purpose of giving Tormund some milk? I need to know. I need some details. Where the fuck did he get milk? Tormund is just so hairy and rude and uncivilized and dirty, and like he just like lift you up and just like like he just don't give a fuck. Like, he just scratch his ass and balls while he's taking a piss, and he doesn't give a fuck. Like, he farts at the same time, but then he says, "Baby, you want me to go butcher you up a goat? You hungry, baby? You want me to go light a fire? Cause I like me some big women." I'm like, "All right, boo, guys, start that fire. Start that fire. I got you some Giant's baby milk. I got you some Giant's breast milk. Heating up on the stove, nice and warm like you like it." Arya and the Hound finally get to have a little conversation. She's asking him, "What are you doing here? Like, why are you here? When have you ever fought for anyone besides yourself?" And the Hound says, "I fought for you, didn't I?" Arya knows that it's true. I feel like she could see that the Hound was there to protect her. But, you know, Arya was on a mission to kill somebody. She had vengeance on her brain, and the Hound was always on her list. So, you know, it was like they both had to change. Arya changed. She got real wise. She had to get real clever. The Hound changed by becoming a human. Yeah. Arya's weapon is done, and she starts questioning Gendry about his sexual history. I don't fucking know if that's his name or not. So, Arya is questioning him about his sexual history. She wants to know if he fucked the red woman, which he says he didn't. He says he didn't keep count of how many girls he had sex with, and Arya's like, "Yes, you did. Now tell me." So she says that it's the end of the world as we know it, and I want some of you. She takes her clothes off. We see the scars on her body, and he's kind of shocked by it, but she hops on top and rides him like there's no tomorrow. They're at the fire drinking, and Tyrion feels hopeful that they will all survive. Did I? Oh, I mentioned the part about her being knighted like way early. What the fuck? Anyways, I already told you about Brienne being knighted and them recounting the battles they won and lost. At that point was when it happened. I mentioned it earlier in the review. Don't be upset that I had it out of order. You know, I mean, it happens. Jorah is talking to Lyanna Mormont about her going in the crypt with the kids. Like, clearly you don't know her. You don't know her at all. Like, first of all, "I'll fight with my men, thank you. And I bid you good fortune, cousin. I bid you good fortune." Jon is by Lyanna's tomb, his mom, Lyanna. And Daenerys is talking about how, basically sympathetic about the fact that Rhaegar raped her. And Jon goes into it. No, actually, he loved her. Actually, they were married. Actually, I'm their son because Lyanna, in her last dying wish, gave me to my Uncle Ned. and here I stand before you. So, there's that. Yeah, Daenerys is looking at him like, what the fuck you talking about? Did you see how Daenerys' lips? Daenerys was like, what? I'll kill you right. Daenerys looked mad as fuck, okay? If Daenerys had a knife, I feel like she would have stabbed him. She would have stabbed him right then and there with no care in the world. Daenerys is bugging. He says that Bran knows, and Samwell Tarly found it in the books in the Citadel. So she goes, hey, yeah, how convenient, your little brother and your best friend. But it's like, bitch, you know Bran got some gifts, so don't even do that. So as they're having their little moment of like, what the fuck is we gonna do right now? The horns blare and the dead are coming. The dead are coming, you guys. So we pan out and it's fucking the Night King and 1,000 of his deadbeat brothers just chilling on horses. They horses just disintegrating. Like, it seemed like it was like all the dudes in the front with the spears. Like, did y'all upgrade some people? Did y'all promote? There's some shit coming, y'all. It's some shit coming. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Okay, so that's my review. Thank you for watching. And I'll just say this real quick for anybody who watches this that used to watch my Power reviews real quick, because I don't even want to give Power no time out of my mouth. I stopped watching it because Curtis Jackson is a piece of shit. I didn't watch one single episode of this most recent season, and before that it had been my favorite show, my favorite fucking show. But Curtis Jackson is what had me be like, nah, I'm good. He's a piece of shit human being, and he feels happy to be that way. And I mean, there are a lot of piece of shit human beings that aren't proud of it. So to be a piece of shit and you're proud, kinda, I'm not here for it. There are not a lot of celebrities who are open and upfront with their piece of shitness. So I feel like he was putting it up to me, you know. I want to let you know I'm a piece of shit. So you want to support me still? And I said no. Well, thank you for watching my review, and I'll see you next week.